What's up, guys? DTM here for E3 2016 predictions. First up, I'm going to go over my predictions for Microsoft for E3 2016, their plans for Xbox moving forward. So let's jump in. First up, I think we're going to see some brand new Xbox hardware, including the Xbox 1.5, codenamed Scorpio. There's a lot of rumors floating around that it's going to be 6 teraflops of power, which is insane. It's nearly 4 times as powerful as the current Xbox One. And I think it's super exciting. I think it'll be cool to see how much more games can fulfill with that extra power. Also, there's rumors that Oculus will be supporting the new Scorpio Xbox, so that's extremely exciting as well. There's also rumors that there is an Xbox One Slim version, so the original Xbox One getting a slim form factor coming late this year. So the Scorpio's rumored to be coming next year. So I'm excited to see what that turns into. Next up, I think we're going to see have a big showing from Creative Assembly for Halo Wars 2. I think we're going to see a lot of gameplay and some story information come out. It'll be interesting to see how they take that story. And also, we're still not completely clear if that game is going to take place right after the events of the original Halo Wars, because the original Halo Wars takes place before Halo Combat Evolved, or if it takes place more in more recent times. I'm excited to see how that unfolds, I should say. And also, Creative Assembly, they created the Total War franchise, so they really know what they're doing with the RTS genre, so I am excited to see what they do with Halo Wars under their belt. Next up, I think we're going to see a big unveiling of Gears of War 4. I think we'll see quite a bit of campaign footage as well as some story information to go along with that. I think we very well could see a mission where Marcus Phoenix and JD Phoenix are together somehow. Now, Rod Ferguson has said that there's only 3 playable characters, not one of which being Marcus Phoenix, but I think he'll still have a large presence in the campaign with JD as well, his son. So I'm excited to see that, as well as some more multiplayer content, maps, modes, all of that stuff that you're accustomed to for Gears of War. Next up, I think we're going to see a large focus on Crackdown 3 co-op. Supposedly, Crackdown 3 is getting split up, so you're going to get the co-op multiplayer coming this summer, I believe they said last year. So I think we'll see a large portion of that. I think I'm excited to see the destruction. They showed the ability to have all these large buildings and everything just flattened in multiplayer using the Azure Microsoft servers. So I'm excited to see how that comes into focus. Next up, I think we're going to see possibly a little Sea of Thieves. A lot of people have said that this is going to be a 2016 game. I don't believe that at all. I think Sea of Thieves will be a 2017 game because Microsoft already has a large lineup for this fall, including some unannounced ones and some announced ones that I'll get into in a bit. But I think we possibly will see a short gameplay clip from Sea of Thieves just to give us an idea of what we're going to get. But I don't think it's coming until 2017. Next up, I think we're going to see Forza Horizon 3, which would be the sequel to 2. I love 2. It was phenomenal. Came out a couple of years ago, and Playground Games, they really knocked it out of the park. Forza Horizon 2 is probably my favorite racing game of all time. It's close with that and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the original. So I'm excited to see Playground Games come back to the Forza Horizon franchise because, let's be honest, it's coming. It isn't announced, but Microsoft teased a while ago at a vehicle event that another Forza game was coming. Playground obviously has worked in the Horizon franchise, so I think it's definitely coming. Forza Horizon 3 coming this fall. Next up, I think we're going to see a little bit of Scalebound. It was recently delayed to 2017, so I don't think we're going to get a huge chunk of gameplay from Scalebound, but I think we'll get a little bit for sure, just to give some development updates on that game. Next up, I think we'll get a gameplay premiere for ReCore, which I'm extremely excited for because Joseph Staten, who is formerly of Bungie, he wrote the Halo story, he wrote the original Destiny story before Activision got their hands on it and ripped it apart. But I'm excited to see what ReCore actually is. We don't really have a lot of information other than that teaser trailer they released last year, so I'm excited to see what they can do with that brand new world with Joseph Staten writing it. Oh man, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be awesome. Supposedly it's coming out this year, so I hope that's the case. I'm excited for that. I think we're going to have a large focus on indie games as well. I think we're going to see Cuphead, Inside, and Below all get new gameplay, and I think they'll get release dates. And I think all three of their games are going to be released this summer at some point. I think they'll be spread out a bit, but I think they will all three release this summer. Next up, I think we're going to have Microsoft's going to bring EA on the stage to give an unveiling, second unveiling, because EA's press conference now takes place on Sunday night before Microsoft's, which takes place Monday morning. So I think we're going to see Mass Effect Andromeda get another gameplay premiere on Microsoft's stage. Microsoft was one of the original believers in Mass Effect. They helped fund the original Mass Effect and, in fact, published it for Xbox 360 before it went multi-platform. So I think we're going to get Mass Effect Andromeda on Microsoft's stage. And last up, I think it's a slight chance we could get a Resident Evil reboot or Resident Evil 7, whatever it may be, on Microsoft's stage announced, but again, not guaranteed. So those are my predictions for Microsoft's press conference for E3 2016. Give me your ideas on what you think Microsoft is going to show at E3 2016 and leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate all your support. See you next time.